Welcome to USB Gamers Chronicling Chronicles, The Hero Rises. This is a level 60 chronicle which pays Imperial Slayer's moves and must be done slowly. It is something that many players have made part of their daily routine, and it's not too hard, so I hope my guide will help you in learning the ins and outs of this instance. Once you have left the first room, go out the door and to the left. There are 3 mobs there. When you kill them, they'll drop a blue orb. This blue orb is a skill that will allow you to heal yourself. After you kill those mobs, you'll turn around and see that there's General Tutorial, which starts the first boss.
We need more men on the west side.
Relatively simple boss. He has a frontal cone AoE, and all you'll have to do is avoid him, and just mash all your attacks to get him down. He's that big old robot in the back there. Well, really, aside from just avoiding his AoE, all you have to do is just try to fight him a little. He's not all that difficult. The first boss of the instance, he can't be that difficult. The red orb that he dropped is also a frontal cone AoE that you can use. I have picked it up here just because I can. In order to get to the next boss, you just gotta go up the stairs and fight these mobs. They aren't too bad, really, but the hardest part is there's like more shells that are falling on the ground. Red circular AoEs. Try to avoid those the best you can. Also, the red use that to fight these mobs. I didn't because I didn't really feel it was necessary. As you can see, I was getting low on health, and I'm amazed I don't have any other way to heal myself unless I was on a healing tree, which I wasn't. So, don't blame me, that's just how it works. Just clearing up this last mob here. Get the loots, epic loots. Heal up a little bit. Coffee, and up the stairs we go. Now this is your next boss. His name is Skythrax. But rest assured, even though his name sounds very similar to his poison, which would probably kill you, he's not so difficult. A couple things to keep in mind about him is that he will follow you around, unless he's going to do his main attack, which is that, his little laser beam. He tries to keep up with you, and it does some damage, but not too much. Now, the interesting thing about this instance is all the bosses can be executed, which I'm going to do here by clicking on the screen, going back, and then jumping onto him. And then you get another skill, which is execution. And that's just how you finish. That's what you want. now it's to the point where we have to defend the portal. It's a very short segment where you have to fight off 2 small waves of mech and humanoid mobs. Here comes wave 1. It consists of 2 humanoids and 1 mech, which is relatively slow, it seems. They just do that so it's a little bit easier for you to manage. Here comes the first mech. Up the stairs, there he is. Now they give you 2 abilities which help make this a bit easier. One ability is the bomb, which is good for fighting the mech, but it doesn't kill it. It just increases the damage you do, and it does a good amount of damage for itself. The other ability is the target. The target one-shots all humanoids, but you can only use it once for every 30 seconds or so. But that's just to keep it balanced, I guess. Let's just clear these guys out here. They will drop. Come on. There we go. Alright, so now that the portal's been protected, you will get an optional quest. By optional, it means you just don't have to do it, but I did. The optional quest is to save 7 citizens in a very short amount of time, in a minute and a half. The best way to do this is by using those skills that I mentioned earlier. The bombs on the mechs and the target on the humanoids. If you can't do this on your first run around, don't worry, not everybody can. It's not so easy. You only get 1 chance per entry though, and you can only enter 1 time per day to get rewards. So just give it a try and find the pattern that fits for you. This is just how I do it. As you can see though, it is definitely something which can be done. It may seem just a little difficult in the beginning, and then you get your reward, which is some gold and notoriety, which is ever so useful in Rift. Now, the next boss, he looks like a giant metal spider monkey, I think. He doesn't do too much, but he does have a radial like drone thing that he puts on the ground. You won't see it here because I kill him too fast. The best way to beat him though is by hitting it with the bomb first, just like all the other mechs, so you do increased damage, and then you just hammer on him and kill him. He's really not that hard. None of the bosses in the instance are that hard, but some people have a hard time. There's the front conal AoE as well that you have to watch out for. And by killing him, you're going to be able to start another optional quest. Once you walk through this little wall of orange glowy light of amazingness, you get a quest to collect 7 of the lightning orbs. When you do that, you will get a little notoriety thing that gives 100 more notoriety for the notoriety of your choice. If you try to follow the pattern that I did, then it's really easy to get it done. If you are an outfitter, you go back and harvest from all of those, and you'll get your, I believe it's Empyrean Silk in pretty decent amounts. It's really quite simple. The mob at the top of this hill is more or less like an elite, but I believe he counts as a boss. He also has an execution, but he dies very quickly, so it's nothing really to be too startled about. He doesn't do anything special that I can recall besides that little AoE. As you see, he dies quickly. Now, the next boss isn't exactly part of the quest for the instance. It's called the Sinister Presence. If you are going to run Storm Legion Experts, or if you currently do run Storm Legion Experts, these guys are in all of them. They look like somebody sleeping on the ground. They're also in all the Chronicles. They tend to hit really hard, as you'll see. Once you kill him once, you don't need to kill him ever again in this Chronicle. In every other Chronicle, you'll still need to kill him. He will give, I believe, Imperial Slayer's marks for killing him. Again, I've killed him already, so you don't see it on me. He does have a large frontal cone AoE, which you should try to avoid. I'm not too good at that. And he has a stun, which cannot be released. So, good luck. Something that would have helped me when I fought him is if I would have gone into the room, up the stairs, and killed the smaller robot, which will drop a blue orb, so I can use that as heal instead of having the damage thing, which isn't really effective on this creature. But hindsight is always 20/20. Down he goes. So now we'll make sure I heal up with my Dusk and Brew, which by the way is available in the Rift store, relatively cheap. Just throwing it out there if you need something that will heal you when you're out of combat. So in this next room, this is the guy I should have killed before I fought him, but I didn't. Otherwise, if you don't want to fight him or fight the Sinister, you can just go straight through this doorway and fight these robots. You don't have to fight them both. Some people do. I personally don't. I do it just to get the blue orb, and this is what happens when you click the blue orb. It puts like a green circle around, and then you can stand there and get healed. Pretty useful. If you're looking for artifacts, they're usually in this room though by the big robot. Just throwing that out there for all those Dreamweavers. Now up the stairs is the next boss. His name is Maelstrom. As you may or may not have guessed, he attacks with wind, as Maelstrom is a kind of wind. His main attack is a frontal cone AoE, just like all the other bosses in this instance, and his secondary attack will knock you up into the air. He's gonna do that when he starts spinning, and when he knocks you in the air, he starts shooting lasers in a circular design around the arena. You see there he is spinning like crazy, and there's his lasers. He will try to hit you with them, obviously that's what he's doing. They don't hurt so much. And a trick is if you have a pet and you don't want to fight Maelstrom directly, you can stand outside of the yellow border. You see right there? You can stand outside of the yellow border and send your pet in to fight Maelstrom, and he won't hit you, only your pet. That's how I used to do it when I was just first turning level 6.
Enter the monorail station and secure the weapon.
Next, we have this room. Again, it's one of those situations you can kill all the mobs in this room, or you could just kill 2. I tend to just kill 2. It's just easier and makes stuff go faster. And, you know, sometimes it's just nice to get it done faster. Some people take their time, so. Just kill this guy, you know, however you do it. Try not to aggro them if you don't want to fight them. Generally there's artifacts behind them, though, those mobs in the center, and on the top of this banister there's usually an artifact. Now keep in mind, I've got these time crystals, which will just pass by the cutscenes for me, because I don't want to sit there and watch them. If you haven't done it before, you don't have a choice. If you have done it and you want to watch it, then do it. You don't have to skip it. This is the last inside boss, I'll say. He's very easy. All you gotta do is get his health down to 10%. You will actually never kill him, because all you gotta do is take over his robot body. And now you become a robot, which is amazing. By the way, there's also Storm Legion Extra, where you're a robot, and it's pretty amazing. So as a robot, you're gonna notice you've got 3 things different. You've got 500,000 HP, and you only have 2 attacks, Uppercut and Laser Beam. Uppercut is used to break the power core, and Laser Beam is used to shoot the propellers. The propeller is to the left, and there's a recharge pad there, which makes your laser beam super strong. One shots the propeller. Now wait here for the little arrows. There they are. Press spacebar, jump, and come over here to the power core. Break that by pressing 1, twice. Now it's broken. Move on to the next thing. Jump again. Hit the recharge pad and target the propeller, which is nicely highlighted with a crosshair. And here we go to the actual last boss of the instance. His name is the Eye of the Storm. He is a bit of a dick to those of you who don't move very well. What I have done to move better is I hold both the left and the mouse button down, which allows me to keep walking. So all I have to do is move my mouse left or right, and it will change which way I'm looking. Now what you have to do for him is have him targeted. He's the big center thing. And walk through the recharge pads, get a charged up laser, and fire. It's really simple. And that's it. That's really all there is to A Hero Rises. I hope this guide has helped you. And if it hasn't, I'm sorry. But if you're interested in more videos like this, go ahead and come back to the channel. If you liked it, go and give us a like and subscribe. And hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.